ASMR whisper sleep horror story to be entered into our $250 giveaway. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and comment your favourite scary movie. It was just a nap. That's how it started. A regular middle of the day nap on the couch with a blanket and the sound of rain tapping the window. I didn't feel tired, but the moment I closed my eyes, I dropped like a stone into the deepest sleep I've ever known. And when I woke up, I didn't. At first, everything looked normal. My living room, my blanket, the same show still playing quietly on the TV. But then I noticed the silence. It was too quiet. No birds outside, no hum of the fridge, just silence. And then the whisper. I turned my head and saw her, standing in the corner of the room. A girl, same age as me, same face, but not me. Her mouth was sewn shut, her eyes were wide open, and she was watching me without blinking. I tried to sit up, but my body wouldn't move. I tried to scream, but my mouth wouldn't open. That's when I realised I was still asleep. Every time I blinked, the world shifted. I would wake up again, but something would always be off. The colour of the walls, the sound of the rain moving backward. One time I looked in the mirror and my reflection smiled, but I didn't. That's when the whispers started to make sense. A voice, soft and sharp at the same time, kept repeating the same sentence. You are really not awake yet. I must have woken up 10, maybe 12 times, each time thinking I'd finally escaped, but I hadn't. The dream just kept changing. One time I opened a door and walked into a hallway that had no end, just a single flickering light above me, buzzing with every step. That girl. She'd always be ahead of me, just far enough to never reach. She never said anything, but I could feel her watching, the scariest part. I started to forget what was real. I couldn't remember the last thing I said in the real world. I couldn't remember how long I'd been here. I tried to count the days, but there was no time in this place. Just shadows, doors, and whispers. Once, I opened a door and saw myself. My real body lying on the couch, exactly how I'd left it. But there was someone standing behind me. A tall, faceless shadow, with hands too long and skin too pale. It was reaching for me, reaching for my real body. I banged on the glass, on the walls. I screamed as loud as I could, but my body didn't move. I was trapped, watching it happen from the inside. I started to wonder if I'd ever actually been awake. What if this dream was the real world, and everything else was the illusion? That thought broke me. That's when I stopped trying to run and started listening. The whispers weren't random. They were calling me by name, guiding me, telling me where to go. But they weren't trying to help me escape. They wanted me to stay. Stay asleep, they said. Stay with us. Then the girl, the one with the stitched mouth, finally came close. She leaned in. Her stitches were gone. And she whispered, "You did this to yourself." That's when everything came flooding back. I remembered the pills. I remembered the dark thoughts. I remembered lying down that day, not just to sleep, but to disappear. And now I had done it. I had trapped myself in the one place I couldn't run from my own mind. The dream was a cage, and the whispers were the locks, but I wasn't ready to give up. I whispered back my first words since falling asleep. I whispered, "I want to wake up." The world around me cracked. The walls split open. The whispers turned into is every time I close my eyes, I hear her whisper again. The same voice, soft and slow. She says,